Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, featuring once more a 1 vs 1, this time on Sturzdorf. Yes, indeed, Sturzdorf, and we are seeing, in fact, two WMD players up against each other. We are seeing Helpingshans, yes, indeed, Helpingshans again. It was either that or another match featuring Donny Chan. Sort of the best I can sort of find on this short notice. Again, I do have exams, so I mean, again, somewhere things have to slip a bit. Otherwise, yeah, I'm going to have to spend too much time on this. Opposing him shall be WMD Angryhorse. WMD standing for Where's My Demo? Not weapons of mass destruction, as some people might believe. And we are seeing a 4-engineer start right off the bat for Helpingshans. Always fancy that. On the other hand, Angryhorse is sort of taking the more conservative 2-pioneer style. Let's get a Wehrmacht quarters up and get some troops out of there. Who shall they be fighting for? Well, Helpingshans shall be fighting for the 28th Infantry Division. Opposing him shall be Angryhorse of the 3rd Panzergrenadier Division, somewhere in Lorraine. And we are seeing the pioneers sneaking forwards. The lads of Patton's army getting ready to take on the Huns. And we are seeing the first unit now is a Volksgrenadier squad. Bit of talk there between the two players. Engineers sneaking up on several points. Apparently some problems with connectivity. Might have something to do with his opponents being far away in the world and thus causing some problems. Also note he's actually putting a pretty heavy focus on the western half. I mean, usually you tend to actually go straight for this point because this is where the high fuel point is. This is where most of the resources are. Plus it's a bit easier to defend in some ways. So I mean, it's not unusual to sort of see Wehrmacht players sort of stream towards this place. But no, instead he is in fact focusing pretty intently on the west, even wiring off. And of course keeping his Volksgrenadiers nearby. This is less seen. We are seeing a second Volksgrenadier squad joining the 3rd Panzergrenadiers. Probably from the 27th Volksgrenadier Division or some other, which did actually fight there in Lorraine in support of the Panzer Brigades and Panzergrenadier Divisions, and the one single Panzer Division which I believe also fought there. Volksgrenadiers moving up, engineers quickly pulling into the house, denying that to the Volksgrenadiers. We are seeing Hans sort of taking up in the center and now beginning to sort of more heavily stream towards the east. And of course the reason you go for the 4-engineer start just in case is of course you can sort of seize more territory right on. Of course the slight problem is of course you can't really use it to fight head on with an enemy. So in that sense you do actually end up limiting your combat ability. But so far that's not really a huge problem for Helpingshans, who does so far hold practically half the map. Whereas, you know, that's clearly not what Angryhorse is holding. And is continuing to fight here, getting rushed by riflemen and engineers while trying to take this munitions point, even a low one, so that's not really a huge advantage. Engineers hiding in here, Volksgrenadiers sort of trying to lure them into the house so they can shoot them down. We are seeing additional riflemen. No additional riflemen. Wait, they are. They're moving up here while the Volksgrenadiers are occupied with the engineers. Riflemen are moving up here through the west with the Volksgrenadiers to deal. We are already seeing mines from Angryhorse as well. Lovely that. MG stopping the rifleman on the eastern flank. Volksgrenadiers moving up to deal with the rifleman on the western flank. We are seeing flamethrowers as well being equipped for Helpingshans. Rifleman moving in. Quickly one dropped right in front of the rest. Volksgrenadiers holding up behind what remains to be a truck. Forcing away the rifleman with quite a severe barrage of firepower before moving on to the next problem. And we are in fact seeing a second MG42 up for Angryhorse. So 2 Volksgrenadiers, 2 MGs start. Could it be his 5th unit? If there is a 5th unit, it might be a sniper. Would not be unusual to see some players go for that heavy of a 1st tier start. In the meanwhile, Hans is getting his 3rd rifleman squad, which tends to be how it goes. Then some might go for BRs, others might go for a motor pool or a tank depot. But this MG is going to get flanked by a flamethrower. Oh dear, it's trying to turn about. Will it stop it? Will it stop the flamethrower? No, they rush into the building. Oh dear, Volksgrenadiers hit a mine as they're trying to rush for this strategic point while Volksgrenadiers take up position in the administrative building. The eastern flank looks to be utterly collapsing for Angryhorse. Definitely not doing too well for the 3rd Panzergrenadier Division so far. Rifleman engineers sneaking about. Weapons or a supply yard going up. So we will probably be seeing either a motor pool or a tank depot. Other forces getting ready once more to push forwards. Volksgrenadiers are pretty awfully wounded. A medic pack would definitely be in their favour. Engineers getting suppressed, and looks like a small pioneer assault force moving up with flamethrowers and other goodies. Should be able to stop the engineers right there. And of course also note there's a small path right here into the base. If you can sort of sneak through here, you could knock out this bank and then move further in. Engine rifleman here getting severely hit by the MG42 and the Volksgrenadiers here getting pushed away. Building secured. Sniper moving up, getting off a few good shots. One would have imagined, but apparently not. And further fighting happening here as the riflemen are fighting against the flamethrower pioneers and are in fact losing this fight. Thus allowing some progress in the east while the sniper sort of tries to drive out the Americans in the center and in the west. But so far the advantage of Helpingshans is great, though it seems like he definitely could have benefited from more mines. In particular over here tends to be a pretty good spot to mine, sort of very close, lots of choke points, thus sort of maximizing the effect of the mines. Sniper continues killing. Looks like we are going to be seeing an armored car, and sadly Mr. Angryhorse does not possess a Krieg barracks as of yet, so this could prove to be a vast issue for the Panzergrenadiers, as they're going to be hit by something they can't quite knock out, at least without a lot of munitions to sort of supply all those Panzerfausts. Though certainly Helpingshans is only also taking a bit of a beating in holding this and fighting for this. Lots of riflemen dead. They're definitely going to be needing some manpower for reinforcement on that. Armored car on the way. Volksgrenadiers not in a great condition. A bit of 50 caliber machine gun fire from it could do a lot of damage, but there we go. Krieg bags going up. Sniper sort of continuing the hunt for the armies. And there we go. Greyhound arriving. And there are no mines to stop it either. Looks like so far that Helpingshans could be scoring another victory after the one yesterday, but again it might change. There might be other things happening. It is still early. And there we go, 50 cal machine gun ready. Will we be seeing a Panzerfaust? Nope. And not within the intentions of Angryhorse.
Ready to roll.
Mostly just seems to be playing around with it, sort of trying to ensure it doesn't penetrate too far and thus give him time to get a Pack 38 on the field. Rifleman engineers coming in from the north. And now the Volksgrenadiers are in a bit of trouble as they're getting hit by the armored car from the south, and thus we are seeing a full retreat being pushed. MG42 is holding the center, but that's not going to help necessarily very much. Pioneers with sniper support moving eastwards. And the MGs are getting pushed away as well. This is definitely not the day of Angryhorse. Now one single lone Volksgrenadier squad is there to hold the line, while everybody else is back at base having tea and biscuits before they then send off themselves. Although of course there is the mine that could do some damage, in particular if Helpingshans runs into it, but no. Pack 38 is ready though. Oh dear, looks like this small raiding party is going to be running into problems. And there we go, off again. Still not an awful lot of mines from Hans, and looks like someone hit a mine over there. Pack sneaking up, MG42 ensuring no one runs into it, and the mine gets swept. Oh dear. That's 25 munitions down the drain. Volksgrenadiers moving up with Pioneer support again. Second wave. There we go, getting hit. Will the armored car move in for the kill? Yes indeed. Now the trick is for the Pack 38 to sort of get off some good shots, knock it out. And there we go, nice hit. Armored car trying to get away. One more hit and it could be it, but looks like the the armored car's already escaped the range of the Pack. And looks like Helpingshans was forced back. BARs on the way, thus increasing the firepower of Helpingshans pretty exponentially. Thus making things a lot more difficult, in particular in the attack. But of course now Angryhorse is getting Grenadiers of his own. No doctrine as of yet, but the Grenadiers are definitely going to help. Going to provide himself with some much more serious firepower. And of course just stronger troops overall. You could of course consider getting a second Grenadier squad now, or a half-track, or a mortar. A second pack. Oh no, he's getting a second sniper, interestingly enough. But again, looks like his main focus is here in the west, and not in the east with the high munitions, which is definitely going to give Hans an awful lot of fuel, which could be a bit of a problem if he gets some armor soon. We are seeing supply and upgrades though, so it looks like Hans is focusing more into the infantry and the armored cars. What? Ooh, looks like we're going to be seeing a pretty aggressive attack from several sides. This could definitely prove to be problems. Armor coming in there, Rifle getting ready towards the west with engineers, probably with flamethrowers. Yes, indeed, a serious assault party. But there we go, armored car rushing straight into the anti-tank gun. But does manage to escape again. There we go, hitting the western flank. Hitting from the center. Looks like someone went down. Pioneer squad, I wager. Engineer down, getting sniped. More snipers moving forwards then. Another engineer dead. Volksgrenadiers advancing, though they are taking heavy losses, and there's no medic bunker to really reconstitute those losses. Where are the Grenadiers? Why are they not moving up? Oh dear, Volksgrenadiers getting absolutely hammered, and we're seeing a grenade going off. Oh dear, Volksgrenadier squad down. Right from there, hitting an MG42. Engineers hitting another MG42. Snipers firing away. I thought, come on. Feuer frei, men now. And we are seeing another assault hitting from the far east. Trying to get it past the MG42. And the armored car moves in. Mine has been revealed. Grenade goes off, killing the MG42. Oh dear, the pack's not firing for some reason. There we go, though, right in the rear. And the mine goes off despite being revealed. It sort of got unrevealed. The engine was damaged. Angryhorse laughs maniacally with that. The typical German ha 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 laugh, whatever you'd call that. And we are seeing a medic station up as well from Helpingshans. Excellent, excellent. So rare we see a medic station, but jolly good job there. Definitely going to help with the losses. And the attrition. We are seeing additional Grenadiers now coming out to sort of replace the Volksgrenadiers, although again a medic bunker would be a nice move. Angryhorse. Snipers ready. MG42 could be reinforced. Medic packs being equipped. And of course there's a nice armored car to salvage for munitions.
Mine detection team, ready. Grenadiers, they're ready for combat. The mines are ready.
And there we go, the additional Grenadier squad arriving, helping Hans. Setting up for the next assault. Probably sends one armored car. And looks like he's not going to be bothering on another one. Sometimes American commanders do get a bit scared. You know, oh dear, lost one armored car. Best not get another, which does mean so far the motor pool will be a bit of a waste of resources. But with the weapon support center, I wager he's going for a sniper to sort of try and counter-snipe. And if he's being really vicious, he might even go airborne and get reconnaissance runs to sort of really catch those snipers off guard. But so far looks like Angryhorse has managed the advantage. More pioneers on the way, salvaging the armored car. Rifle and flamethrower engineers heading up the west. Sensor getting hammered as well. Grenadiers pushed away. There's no support for them. No snipers or MG42. Looks like this small woodland area or small woodcutting area is so far the strong point from where all of Angryhorse's efforts do sort of spread out. It looks like we are seeing defensive doctrine going up for him. We're seeing a Kampfkraft sent up as well. Still no medic bunker. Snipers moving in, sniping a few Yankees. It looks like these Grenadiers are caught out in the open. They might want to consider getting back to base. Back to the rest of the 3rd Panzergrenadiers before they get cooked. and turned into sauerkrauts. Come on, down to 2 men, just retreat. Rückzug, there we go. Mine goes off. Perhaps he was hoping to sort of lure them into that. Not entirely sure it was worth 2 grenadiers.
The enemy advances.
Looks like we are seeing the first American sniper out for Helpingshans right there. Kampfkraft sent up. I imagine we'll be seeing a lot of veterancy then. Some for the Grenadiers and such. Although Sturm Armory would also be a great little move. Get some armored cars, get a Sturmgeschütz. But no, we are seeing veterancy for the support and infantry units. I mean, infantry will just be gaining healing, which is not bad. But stuff like the MG42s will actually be getting more lethal. They'll gain an accuracy increase and also decrease in sort of reload time. So that tends to be a pretty good investment. And there we go, he has gone airborne, he has gotten a strafing run, which of course also means he will be using reconnaissance runs to sort of try and spot the snipers and kill them. Bunker is going up. I imagine we will be seeing a medic bunker there. MG42 opens up. Veterans 1 already up for the infantry. That is good for the fatherland. Convincing the troops to hold no matter the cost. To ignore the American bullets because they are not made of Krupp steel. And of course he can also reinforce from the bunker, thus having a bit against sort of creating this as a strong point. I imagine we'll be seeing the medic bunker upgrade very soon. Further veterans on the way for the infantry.
They must have raided the Hilfsschule to find your replacement.
And there we go, medic bunker. So a medic station from Hans, a medic bunker for Angryhorse. And we are seeing an anti-tank, and as well Hans probably worrying about Angryhorse getting some armor up pretty quickly, but no such from Angryhorse. He's instead focusing first on his infantry. Then he might consider getting some armor, I suppose. And of course, for those wondering, well, what would the difference be between a Panzergrenadier division and a Panzer division? Well, the Panzergrenadiers, when the division, that is essentially they had more infantry, usually 1 regiment more if I'm not mistaken, but they wouldn't have any sort of real armor units. They'd have 1 battalion of armor, but even then that really wasn't it. They usually get 1 battalion of assault guns, and that tended to be it. So in terms of armor they were rather a bit less there, and also other assets like artillery if I'm not mistaken. Plus they had no half-tracks. I mean, there were a few, but those were tended to be the elite. Most regular ones just had trucks and cars and such, no armoured half-tracks really. Perhaps except for the reconnaissance units, but even then, they might not have had any either. I'm not entirely sure on that one. They might just have had to resort to Kubelwagen and such. Volksgrenadiers moving up, catching a few riflemen off guard. So that's essentially it. In terms of, you know, what's the difference between a Panzergrenadier division and a Panzer division. These sort of ones to really stand out. Both fought on the eastern front. Oh dear, strafing run. Oh dear, doing a lot of damage. Oh, snipers almost killed. Mine goes off. Flaps acting up. Anti-tank gun opens up. Grenadier suffers losses. American sniper, yes indeed. A nice push right there from Helpingshans. Angryhorse in a bit of trouble breaking out. Rifle engineers getting hit by the MGs. Oh dear, sniper went down to a good shot from the rifleman. Oh dear, that's a bit of a loss. And of course the difference between an SS and a regular Panzergrenadier division would have essentially been that the SS Panzergrenadier divisions would have been larger, and they might have had a bit more artillery. That's about it. As for the elite divisions, those were the Großdeutschland, which was closer to an actual Panzer division. They probably had more equipment, including they actually had a company of Tigers and a lot of armoured half-tracks. And then there was the Nordland, which was an SS composed of, well, amongst others, Danes and Norwegians. They actually had armoured half-tracks. I think they may even have 2 battalions of it. Plus they actually had a battalion of tanks and a battalion of assault guns, so they generally were a bit better equipped in that department. But that is about it, if I'm not mistaken. Other Panzergrenadier divisions again were not really well equipped and usually got whatever was left from the Panzer divisions. Rifle engineers sneaking in from the north. Volksgrenadiers getting pushed back. We are seeing again the assault method going up here. No attempt at a mining or mobile wire or anything. Fresh sniper out for Angryhorse, and we are seeing another assault by Hans right into the center, but the MG42 quickly stops them, tears right through them with support from the Grenadiers. And there we go, another strafing run of fear. Oh dear, several Grenadiers go down, but of course there's a slight problem with doing this, because again it tends to produce a lot of wounded, which does mean that of course the medics will just get busy, and of course that means more Grenadiers in that sense. So I mean, it's not completely flawless, although he does get one of the medics. And of course Helpingshans is soon close to getting a rifleman squad himself as well. Ooh, engineers pushed back, the MG42 tearing right through them with Veteran 2-1.
Ground out there.
But it's quite interesting to see how much Hans has actually still been able to hold. And again, he's really holding this area quite nicely. I mean, General Hell Angryhorse tries to break out, and this is General Hell. Does try to break through, but he never quite manages it. He sort of pushed back, and again he sort of has to sort of maintain focus here. Grenadiers advancing, getting sniped. 2 snipers up for Hans. That tricky fellow who's already gotten both the plot upgrades and is now going for a tank deal again. All this fuel is definitely to his advantage. And we are seeing a reconnaissance run trying to catch crouch snipers, and there we go. No, he was too late. Simply too late. But a rifleman squad is ready. Hiccups? No. Curse you, hiccups. Curse you. So there we go. The 28th is probably going to be receiving some armor from Patton's finest. And meanwhile, Grenadiers are hanging about that bunker, reinforcing against snipers moving up. Medics pulling in. No further veterancy or anything. Wonder where currently all of Hell's resources, Angryhorse's resources are going. Would be a good question. It looks like he's actually making some more aggressive maneuvers now. Grenadiers sends with support from the snipers. MGs are still holding this area. Although I suppose a mortar could be a nice move as well. Oh dear. Ooh, sniper managed to dodge that one, although a Grenadier did not. And now again pressure from here, although getting stopped by the MG42. Hans again holding most of the initiative, and he's certainly not giving up. He's really trying to hit Angryhorse from every possible angle, and he's definitely doing a great job of that. Although he might want to consider getting some more munitions to support his advances, perhaps some observation posts on the munitions. Oh dear, and looks like the Grenadiers held out here with some losses. More mines going off, I fear, somewhere over the rainbow, but looks like a Sturm army is up, calling upon the Panzerabteilung or Sturmgeschützabteilung, whatever it's called. Either way, though, it would only have had Stooks. And there we go, Sherman arriving. That's going to be one rude awakening for those pioneers. As the M4 Sherman rolls in with a 50 caliber on top. Definitely an infantry nightmare. Grenadiers moving up with some Volksgrenadiers, snipers as well. All a bit quiet again, as the 28th are moving in against the 3rd Panzergrenadier Division. Grenadiers moving up, a bit out in the open though, have to be careful about that. And the Sherman moving in the east. Oh dear, these pioneers are not going to make it, I fear. Will they? Oh dear, looks like I was proven wrong. But fighting in all fronts at the moment, as Hans is hoping to squish the Germans by moving in from the east. And we are seeing another reconnaissance run, but it is too late. The pack... Oh dear. Managed to get off a shot, but so does the Sherman, killing one of the crew. Definitely not looking good. It looks like an armored car has arrived to provide a bit of flank support and protection. But no Sturmgeschütz might come though. Ooh. And those engineers will not be returning home. Looks like we are in fact seeing a second Sherman coming out for Helpingshans. Could also be an idea to perhaps, you know, increase the penetration of the guns. For when the Sturmgeschütz might arrive, which is not yet. Second armor carrier arriving, thus increasing Angryhorse's ability to deal with Hans's infantry, but not really with the Sherman. That's going to be a slightly different problem. Bit of quiet now though on both sides. Let's just speed this up a bit. And we are seeing a reconnaissance run again.
Krauts are grabbing our territory.
Pack moving up. In fact, getting additional Panzerabwehrkanone. Well, these grenadiers now equipped with pancakes are coming under fire from the Sherman moving in. Second Sherman moving in from the north. Grenadiers getting sniped, getting blasted, getting murdered. Definitely not their day.
Sergeant, get an MG on the roof of this tin can. It's time to shred some crowd.
And the MG42 once more ruins the party, as Hans then, of course, having drawn most of the force in towards the center, now moves in from the west. But we are seeing a strafing run, I think. But we are seeing Radius. No, that's reconnaissance. But Radius. Oh, rifleman squad went down. Mortar rain kills one rifleman. Squad utterly. Fighting continues here as riflemen moving in there. Will the Shermans arrive to sort of turn things around there, or what will they do? Packs are moving up. Shermans need to get moving if they want a chance, or they shall be as doomed as the charge at Agincourt. Volksgrenadiers moving up, getting hammered. Pack ready to open up on the Sherman. And there we go, but although the sniper could get the pack crew.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory out of
There we
supply.
go, reconnaissance run, constantly checking for opposing snipers. Quad entering to note. So not a bad idea, but it's,
Enemy unit
I mean,
down.
Angryhorse is breaking out a bit, but he's definitely not really there with the full advantage. Armor car moving in, pushing up on the west. Now where there's no anti-tank guns there, at least he thinks so. Pioneer down. He's probably going to move in and get those MGs for his infantry. Getting a third Sherman, that's quite fun to see. Rarely you see that many Shermans. And there we go, as predicted, moving in to clear out the MG42s, making it safer for the infantry to move in through the west, thus changing the whole sort of focus of this match again, the direction of the attacks. And we are seeing mortar fire as well. Hans has actually bothered with a mortar. Might have something to do with, of course, with the supply drop, but again, not exactly bad. And engineers getting sniped. Sherman getting hammered. All it looks like the pack could get cleared out by the riflemen. Armor cars doing what they can against those naughty riflemen. Still no sort of up guns for the Shermans. And looks like a Nebelwerfer has arrived to sort of bombard the Americans with something heavier than their mortar, which is jolly good, jolly good. Definitely looks like the 3rd Panzergrenadier Division has managed to turn things around a bit. Though those Americans are definitely still a pain in the ass. There we go, nice hit from the pack crew. Anti-tank gun firing back in return at some MG gunners, not really doing much. Larger Sherman force moving in here, pack moving up, but this could actually prove a problem if they catch the pack, because I mean they could only deal with one, and that's even going to be a bit problematic. Another reconnaissance run will be no strafing run. Sort of, oh, sniper went down. Hans is taught, shot through the head. Although some grenadiers trying to get another sniper, but we are seeing rifleman and a Sherman moving in now to stop the grenadiers. Chaos on all sides. Grenades getting locked but doing very nothing. They're in fact getting pinned. Medics moving up, moving back, moving here, moving there. Nebelwerfer has fired one barrage, but not really achieved much beyond that. So it looks like things are grounding a bit to a halt. The Panzergrenadiers have halted the advance of the Americans. Now they need to push them back. Grenadiers getting reinforced. In fact, they might have been fully reformed, thus giving him another Grenadier squad. Although it's taken quite some time, considering, you know, how when he built it. I mean, that can happen sometimes. Sometimes you just don't get much. And ooh, mortar rounds hitting the armored cars, killing one pioneer. Grenadiers moving up right in front of the riflemen. Grenades going off, killing here and there. Nothing going on in the American base. No upguns, no anything. No additional infantry, no airborne. Though then it looks like he can't do it, although he could get some upgrades. Looks like another reconnaissance run. He could also, of course, consider getting some observation posts. I mean, with this many, with this much manpower, he could consider trading in that for munitions in the longer term. You know, for example, here would really net him some more. So he could, for example, get in some additional strafing runs or even a bombing run. Pack sneaking up, and Grenadiers launching an assault bot, running into that Sherman again. Although the Sherman has been pretty badly dinged up. Clearly getting unpimped by the Panzergrenadiers. Second Sherman moves in, or is it yes, second Sherman. Hammering through the Grenadiers with flamethrower support. The Grenadiers did not suspect that. Getting burned and toasted. In the meanwhile, though, looks like a larger punch is getting up here. Sherman almost getting knocked out by the pack. Sniper hanging about, veterans at 2. Let us return to Angryhorse, who definitely has a lot more population, but he doesn't seem to really have the resources to sort of use it. And looks like he's finally getting some Sturmgeschütz. In the meanwhile, the Volksgrenadiers are dying as usual on the front lines of Sturzdorf. Ooh. Not really looking good for the Grenadiers either. A lot of them, in fact, combined would make one Grenadier squad. That usually tends to be a pretty bad sign. More supply drops getting called in. Sherman's getting up for a sort of central assault. One pack there. Rifleman could be flanking it. Rifleman could be flanking it. No dear. Looks like Hans is sort of lacking the initiative to really attack.
The Yankees are grabbing our territory.
If he could just get off a good shot on that pack, he could open up the entire west. But now looks like the Sturmgeschütz is finally arriving. We might be seeing some more Grenadiers with Panzergrenadiers trying to stop this. Yes, indeed. There we go. The pack has been decrewed. Now is the time for... Yeah, it's not the time since his Shermans are in a pretty bad condition. He might as well be sending in jeeps with that much health left. But looks like another rifleman squad might have been put together. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Oh dear, pack recruit. Lots of Grenadiers with Panzergrenadiers now. Angryhorse is ready to receive the assault. And now, of course, one Sherman is just getting sent in with even another pack arriving. And the Stug. Helpingshans definitely did not time that well, but snipers continue draining the infantry forces. No veterancy though for the armor. It looks like, oh, strafing run against the Grenadiers. Pinning and killing a few. No veterancy again for his armor. Bit of a miss. And again, now would be the great time for Helpingshans to perhaps consider getting some upguns for his Shermans, thus making it even easier for them to deal with the Sturmgeschütz. Looks like though Angryhorse went from not really being in control to now actually holding most of the map.
Volksgrenadiers here.
With another Stug 4 on the way. Nebel fire raking it all. Sherman's getting repaired as fast as they can. While it looks like Hans is shifting angle, trying now heavily for the east to cut off things there. That could definitely work. Just needs to keep up the pressure. Sturmgeschütz is reacting, making a bit of light and mortar fire still. No veterancy. Ooh, registered artillery barrage. Oh, gets one sniper. Excellent. And four rifle, in fact. My goodness. That was definitely a very effective registered artillery barrage right there from the Wehrmacht heavy mortar battalions, whatever they could be called, that sort of provide for that. So lovely little thing that. And the Stuke gets hit from the flank. Yes, indeed, we are in fact seeing an upgun Sherman with veterancy 1, leaving him sort of faster. Now, of course, if we just get in some more support, he could definitely get that Sturmgeschütz, causing a huge problem for Angryhorse, although he's finally getting some veterancy for it. Anti-tank gun moving up, anti-tank gun moving in from Angryhorse as well. Heavy damage to the Sturmgeschütz. Again, note they have very little health. Not near any much as a Panzer. In fact, oh dear, one more shot, and this could be the end for Angryhorse's tank. And Sturmgeschütz is down, kaput, brewed up, the assault gun is gone. Quite the blow right there. Sherman needs to pull back, despite its 10 infantry kills. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Second Sherman trying to provide infantry support. We are seeing the third one moving in. Oh dear, Sherman out of control. Nice hit from the Panzergrenadier. This could be a pretty huge engagement. That could in fact determine the whole fight. As now we're seeing all 3 Shermans being pulled into the same fight. One of them being utterly rushed in right between everything, not caring about what awaits it. Absolutely reckless by Hans. And look there, main gun destroyed engine, radio selectivity. Oh my goodness, Hans is just getting slaughtered. Oh my goodness. 1 shot, 2 Shermans down, 3 Shermans down, lots of infantry dead. That was an absolute massacre. Absolutely insane, nasty, unbelievable. And that's definitely going to result in a very, very stern talking to from Patton after this. Even if he wins, he might even get slapped. And that got Patton into trouble, so if he's doing it again, he's definitely going to risk it all. But there's definitely a lot of munitions now to sort of quickly pull together right there for Angryhorse. Another sniper on the way, quite fond of those. Now, of course, question is, what will Helpingshans do after he will suffered quite the blow? In fact, it looks like he lost several rifle squads. He's now calling in airborne to sort of try and make up for things. I think it might be a bit too late for that. Grenadiers getting run off, losing men. Medic bunkers ready. And there we go, tank destroyer moving in. Niebuhr doesn't really seem to be achieving much. In fact, only getting 2 kills this match throughout. Tank destroyers now arriving to sort of take over the task, apparently, of dealing with the Sturmgeschütz, since the Shermans, after having been sort of rushed in against the anti-tank guns, didn't really achieve much.
They're losing territory.
Well, that rather seems to be what might have actually in fact lost the game. Looks like another registered artillery barrage forcing away the airborne. Mortar still firing. Though why wasn't sent in to support this fight here is a bit beyond me. I suppose Hans might have forgotten about it. Volksgrenadiers look like they could get burned alive. Armored car move in.
The Yankees are grabbing our territory.
No attempt at salvaging though any of this sort of destroyed armor. Bit of a miss from Angryhorse, I think. And these airborne definitely not doing great, since they're retreating right as swiftly as they can. Now the rifleman squad has been put together, thus meaning at least he's a bit back again on his feet. He's definitely not doing too well again. I really think that fight right here absolutely broke his back. Quite rarely you get a fight like that though. It was rather all out, but he was just not really tactically astute, and rather lost Hans a lot. And let us return to Hans. Armored cars moving up. Stuke. Where is the Stuke? Oh, there. along with its friends, Stuk 2. And a strafe. Oh, he got one of the snipers. Sneaky Hans.
Paratroopers on point.
Looks like the Sturmgeschütz are moving in, though they could do with additional veterans to sort of more easily deal with the infantry. Tank destroyer trying to hold back the German tide. Recallers rather setting up to hit the flanks, but Grenadiers are moving in. Flamethrowers, mortars, riflemen. Heavy damage to one of those Sturmgeschütz. And there we go, brewed up, but the other one continues pressing grenades against the airborne, but they are not to stop. Sticky bomb against the Sturmgeschütz. Immobilized, in fact, this could be what Helpingshans needs against the fight against the Germans. We're just getting awfully low on victory points. Sturmgeschütz very close to getting brewed up. Come on, Hans, deliver the killing blow. Or are you chicken? No. No, you're not. Just fun to say. And then we got another sticky bomb, meaning the end of the Sturmgeschütz. Grenadiers cracking in the center. More pushing up throughout there. One last effort, I think, by Hans as he's quickly draining out of victory points. Troops getting sniped left and right. Army casting what they can to sort of contain things. Another reconnaissance run, trying to catch that German sniper, and oh, he missed.
Enemy unit down.
Moving in towards here, but quickly getting stopped by an MG42, which Hans had not seen. Mortar not really able to provide support, getting hammered itself. Tank destroyers moving in. 25 points left.
We're down to 25 points.
Armored car down. Oh dear, Rifleman squad got annihilated. He is moving in towards this victory point, might be able to secure it.
Enemy unit.
Tank destroyer dead. I mean, armored car down, but this could be it. This could be a comeback for Helpingshans. He just needs to clear out this bit. Again, this strong point, which is quite a problem for him. MG almost down. Oh dear, Pat could be going down to these two tank destroyers and the riflemen. And we're seeing Nebula for reaching. It's mortified, but I'm not entirely sure from who. Tank destroyer down. And there we go. Anti-tank gun cleared out. Being behind only Grenadiers. And a sniper and a bit of else. Not much left for Angryhorse to really take this fight back. The 3rd Panzergrenadier division just got its ass handed to it by Hans. The 28th Infantry Division might still win this, but then again the 3rd Panzergrenadiers might pull out a trick up the sleeves. Rifleman moving in. Veterancy free.
Casualties being reported.
And looks like, yes, we are seeing a small raid here in the east. Volksgrenadiers supported by a sniper, and there's nothing from Hans to stop it. We are seeing a demo charge on the bunker, and medic bunker gone.
We're losing ground out there. They have 200 points
3rd
left.
Panzergrenadiers losing all their support assets. MGs are gone. Lots of infantry gone. Armor gone. Everything gone. And Hans is just going stronger. The only thing that could possibly win Angryhorse this fight is, well, if you could get the victory by victory points. Grenade against the Volksgrenadiers. Sniper opening up on the airborne bastards. We're seeing, yes, a radius artillery barrage. And we are seeing an attempt at getting the central victory point as well. Grenadiers reinforcing. Grenadiers being pushed away from the center. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This is getting very close.
Airborne, welcome to France.
Oh, looks like he actually lost the medic station. Oh well. Still, Hans is definitely holding the infantry advantage. He's holding the resource advantage as well as a wager. And he's also holding the veterancy infantry advantage. I mean, he has 3 veterancy-free rifleman squads, but he is at the same time also very close. I mean, the only hope really seems to be for the 3rd Panzergrenadiers is to go for the victory points, and in that way utterly win the fight for that, because he's not going to be winning any other way, I think. The veterancy is simply too great for Hans, and the loss is too nasty for Angryhorse to really get through. Although I suppose an LMG 42 might help a bit in this situation, just a wee bit. Armored car moving in, trying to do a bit of damage. Panzergrenadiers exhaustedly moving out, supported by a fresh sniper. In fact, several snipers.
Ah, shit! We're drawing fire from their armor!
The Huns are taking our territory.
And we are seeing more airborne dropping in. I mean, Hans is just calling upon the Screaming Eagle to save him out of this one. He knows he just needs more boots on the ground and he could win this. Oh, these grenadiers need to retreat. Oh, that was very close. That was incredibly close. And once moving in for that victory point, if he can just hold it, I suppose he might win it. He might win it while he occupies Hans's forces right here in the center. Grenade going off against the airborne, forcing right in front of the sniper and the armored car grenadiers taking up position in the small house. And yes, they can just fire Panzergrenadier at the tank destroyer. Just barely. Victory point being secured. Tank destroyer taking heavy damage from the Panzergrenadier. Armored car moving in for the sniper. Mortar hitting its own thing. Oh dear. That's less fortunate. Out of control tank destroyer. Oh dear. This could be it.
We're losing ground out there.
Oh dear, just in time he might has in fact managed to completely rout Helpingshans' forces, and while it will only last a few seconds, he only needs a few seconds. That's the beauty of it. He only needs a few seconds to really hold this. He doesn't need any more. Volksgrenadiers taking up position to hold the east, going for the central victory point, holding the west with registered artillery and one very lonely machine gunner. And there we go. Game over for poor Hansi. Despite the best efforts of the 28th Infantry, despite an extraordinary comeback against Angryhorse, in the end he lost due to victory points. Well, that was quite the game, quite close, quite a few comebacks, quite a few turnarounds. I had not expected Hans to get back that brutally all of a sudden, but apparently he was able to rout Angryhorse, but again Angryhorse just needed those few more seconds and he won the fight. So I mean, what won this? I mean, definitely the medic bunkers and medic stations rather helped, although again they didn't do much, but still even just one reformed squad can make the difference sometimes. But I rather think what lost Hans this fight was probably, you know, this fight over here, this one where he just rushed in the Germans without mortar support, which could have helped without anything. I mean, had he equipped them with smoke grenades, he might actually been able to sort of pop smoke and get past the anti-tank guns, but yeah, he just got a bit too passive with the Germans. I think that was rather it. He lacked just that small amount of drive to really break through. Otherwise, I mean, he really held on. He really did a lot of damage to Angryhorse, but was certainly also doing his best. He would have benefited with more veterancy for the Sturmgeschütz, though. I will definitely say that, but do hope you enjoyed this game. If you did, want to subscribe, tell your friends, and if you didn't, well, why not send in a replay of your own? This is Imperial Lane saying cheers.